If you're a long-time viewer, then you'll know we've been a little bit miffed at the makers of LEGO Universe for deciding not to let Aussies play their game.
But now the game has been made free to play, which means we can have a play.
But before we get stuck into the review, there is still some bad news.
Affirmative. Aussies still can't upgrade to premium membership, so we only get the free-to-play part. But we thought it was still worth looking at.
The story goes like this. A group of space explorers set off to find the essence of imagination. They soon find it, but the Baron goes a bit evil and creates a giant scary spider with the imagination. The spider then decides to suck the Baron into the imagination, which winds up creating a new dark force known as the Maelstrom, which corrupts the fine LEGO folk into stromlings.
You know what I love, Hex? They've got Patrick Stewart from X-Men and Star Trek fame to narrate the tutorials and the story. He makes every game better.
Try moving forward as you jump. Bravo!
Anyway, the remaining explorers then split up into factions to protect what's left of the imagination.
Each faction has a different strength. For example, the Assembly are good builders, while the Sentinels are better at combat.
But before you get too excited, to be able to join a faction, you need to have a premium account, which means none of us Aussies can even do that.
Yeah, some free-to-play games let you play through most of the content, but then give you a whole bunch of extra stuff if you pay up. But not this one. After about 2 hours or so, you're ready to leave the starter area and are given a quest to go to Nimbus Station. But you need to be a premium member to get there. It's our destiny to meander around the starter area forever, Barjo.
Looks like it, Hex. Like all good RPGs, you start by creating your character and choosing a name. But once again, because we don't have access to the premium version of the game, we have to choose one of their suggestions, and it's just not the same. Fancy that, not being able to choose my own name on an online RPG, it's a tragedy.
Then after a quick tutorial, you're off to begin your adventure. And it's what you'd expect a LEGO MMO to be. You'll be fetching 10 of these bricks or smashing 15 of those enemies. You level up as you go and find better gear for your character.
The combat is more action-based than most MMOs. You'll never click on an enemy to attack or queue up special abilities. You just attack and whatever is in front of you will get hit. You also have a single special ability based on your gear. For example, our shield could create a temporary protective bubble. It doesn't make for a very deep combat system, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I agree. There is a lot of classic LEGO gameplay in there too, though. You run around breaking parts of the world for goodies, and when you take down an enemy, they explode into bricks and loot for you to pick up. Also, you have a limited amount of imagination, which you'll need to use to build parts of the world. Although you rarely need to worry about running out, as everything you smash has some imagination orbs in it.
It's a pretty safe and friendly world to be in too. There's no player versus player, so you're not going to get greased by anyone just attacking you for no reason. There are a few mini games and some races you can take part in, but once again, we actually can't take part in most of them because they're locked to the premium account.
I was getting a bit bored with the game until you're given your own property where you're free to build just about anything you can imagine. You have pre-built models you can place, or you can build something brick by brick.
You do need to collect the bricks on your adventures though, so you'll need to play for a little while before you have enough bricks to build anything worthwhile.
And you can share your creations online, as well as go and look at other people's property to see what they've built. I gotta say though, Hex, I got a little bored with this game too, and I think it is just because we're stuck in that starting area. Maybe if we had the other version, we could get more bricks and explore more, but here I didn't want to grind that little zone just to get more bricks. It may be free to play, but compared to the creative building you can do in something like Terraria or Minecraft, this one just doesn't really cut the mustard. So, final thoughts, Hex?
Well, I think it all works well enough, but you're just not given enough time or content to really connect with the story or create a character that you actually care about. I was kind of left feeling like there was a party going on and I just wasn't invited, so I'm giving this a 4.
I'm giving it 3.5, and 3 of those are for Patrick Stewart. I was bored too, Hex. You could say I wasn't engaged.
I have completed my calculations and have discovered that there are enough Lego bricks on Earth to reach the moon.
Oh, how many would it take, Darren?
Well, given a Lego brick is 0.009 metres tall and the distance to the moon is 384 million metres, it would take a stack of approximately 390 billion bricks to reach it. The Earth's supply of 400 billion would be more than sufficient.
My life is all the richer for knowing that, Darren. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have you been to the moon, Darren?
Many times.
Yeah? What's it like up there?
I'm worshipped as a god.
Really? By who?
The Moon Men.
The Moon Men? What are they like?
They look like you, but they're Spartan.